What's going on, guys? Motonosity here, and today we're wrapping my Yamaha R6. That's right, I'm showing you guys how to wrap motorcycle. Granted, this is my first time, so maybe if you want to use this as a guide, watch the video first and decide if you like how it turns out. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys the process. In the last video, I disassembled all the stuff that I had to, or that we're gonna wrap. So I took it all off the bike. That's what's behind me right here. This is my 2017 Yamaha R6, and all the pieces that we're gonna wrap are off of it. There's a few pieces that we've gotta separate. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to wrap, but for the most part, everything that's gonna get wrapped, well, actually not for the most part, everything that is gonna get wrapped is off the bike. We just got a little prep that we have to do for those. I'm super excited for this. I've never done it before, and I've been saying that I'm gonna change the color on the R6 since shortly after I bought the bike. So we're finally doing it, and I'm really excited. But today I partnered up with Moto Amino. Moto Amino is just one of the communities that you can join on the Amino app, which is full of communities for a million different interests. But of course, I want to talk to you guys about Moto Amino. I know how hard it can be to find people to chat or ride with when you're first getting into motorcycles or wanting to get into motorcycles, and Moto Amino really makes it easy to find those people. Every day there's a ton of people posting about their current builds, where they're going to ride, or just awesome bike content. Moto Amino makes it really easy to just pop into one of the public chats based around different topics, and with their new live layer you can actually see how many people are online, where they're hanging out, so it makes it really easy for you guys to hang out where all the active people are hanging out. And that's really what Moto Amino and the other Amino communities are all about. It's a really awesome community, super supportive, and just a cool place to hang out around different motorcycle topics. You know, if you come to one of my Texas meetups and enjoyed hanging out there and meeting new people, this is kind of bringing that into the digital world. So do me a favor and check out Moto Amino at the download links down in my video description, and give me a follow. But let's get to wrapping this R6. I've got my vinyl, I've got my parts, I got my supplies, and we're gonna wrap this thing. I'm so excited. Let's get to work. First thing that I gotta do is all the prep work on this, washing everything down, making sure everything is separated that I need to have separated so it's perfectly ready to lay down the vinyl. That means getting rid of all of, not getting rid of, but removing all of the little mounting points, brackets, little metal pieces and holes where the screws go and things like that. All of that has to come off. Then we'll be ready to start cutting pieces off of the vinyl that fit to each of the different fairings, and yeah, wrapping this thing. Here are all of the pieces that we're going to be wrapping. This is everything that's come off of the bike. As I said, 2017 Yamaha R6. We've got the lower fairing from the right side fairings, which is actually two pieces. I got to separate those. Then we have the right side tailpiece, the airbox cover, the front wheel cover, left side tailpiece, left side fairing, left side lower fairing, and the front face of the bike. And then over here we have the tank. Off the tank we'll have to take off the fuel cap, but that's for later. Right now what I need to do is go through each of these pieces, take off all of the grommets, all of the brackets on all of these. I need to separate these two pieces and get these perfectly clean and ready to put the vinyl on. So let's do it.
Tell people what's up. Look right here. Say hi. Hi. Oh, you're really blurry. Hi. Can you say hi? Can you say dada? Dada? Hi. 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 Oh, she's like, here, I'm gonna move it.
right, so a couple of days have passed. I did some more prep work on all the pieces after the stuff that I just showed. So I took off all the stickers. I used Goo Gone and the hair dryer to get off all of the stickiness that was left over from the stickers. Then I washed everything with dish soap. Then I clay barred everything with dish soap and then cleaned off everything again and then let it all dry. So here are all the pieces completely clean. Look at them. Don't think they've been this nice since the the day this thing came home with me. The only difference being that none of this is polished anymore. We want this completely clean of any grease or any wax, any of that, before we lay down the wrap. The time has come. It's time to wrap all this stuff. So what I'm gonna do is take out the roll of vinyl and cut piece by piece. I'm gonna go piece by piece, not cut everything now and then do it. I'm gonna cut as I go. So the first piece that I think I'm gonna do is one of the tail pieces because they're completely flat and there's no holes on them. These are the pieces that I'm talking about right here. These should probably, it does have a weird angle on it, so that might be a little bit difficult for the first try. It's not just completely flat, but the good thing is it has no holes or really weird curves or anything like that that I have to deal with. I want to get used to it first, and we'll escalate difficulty as we go. So those are the first two pieces. I'm gonna cut vinyl for those. We'll take them inside where I'm gonna do it so that I can eliminate all the dust and crap out here, and we'll see how this goes. By the way, here are my supplies. I don't think I've even shown them. I've got a heat gun. This should be very nice. I have no idea if this is a good one, but it was recommended, so I bought it. This is the vinyl application kit. Let me get in the light a little bit here. This is the vinyl application kit that I got. We've got a squeegee. It's got a rubber edge that should be good. I don't know how much I'll use that because that looks like it might be better for large panels on cars and whatnot. So probably gonna be using this. There's two of them in here. By the way, if you're interested in any of this, the vinyl or the application stuff, I'll link those down in the description so you guys can do this yourself. But yeah, let's continue. So we've got these card things. We've got a nice set of gloves here so we can wear these and press stuff with our hands. And we've got magnets, which we won't use because we're not working on a car. We don't have to hold large pieces of vinyl, and there's no metal, so it's kind of worthless for us. This is another edge piece, but it's kind of got a sharper edge so we can tuck it into slots. I don't know if this is going to be used either. This is more for like edges on like weather stripping on a car. Here is another similar piece, although it has a rubber edge and corners and all of that. Probably not going to use it. Vinyl cutter, so we can cut our pieces. We got a couple, I think these are just like foam blocks or something like that. A knife to cut vinyl after we put it on, and more, whatchamacallits, more blades. So that's that. Let's get to work. I'm excited to get this stuff going. I might even put stuff onto the bike as we go because I'm impatient and I want to see what it looks like. So let's get to work. Are you gonna help me wrap the next piece? Huh? Yeah? What are you doing? Why'd you drop the paper?
That's trash, Dad.
Hey you, oh that's trash? I thought it was the next piece of vinyl. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey you. Where are you going? So the first piece is done. I'm pretty happy with my first attempt. Literally the first time I've ever tried wrapping, and that curve right here, it actually ended up being a little bit difficult, and that's probably where I have you're probably not even gonna be able to see this, but the only really area where I had kind of an imperfection. This is not an imperfection, that's dirt. It turned out pretty freaking awesome. Here's the new piece, and the lighting isn't great, but here's the white, and then here is the original silver for that piece. So pretty nice. You can see the inside edges where I wrapped it around. So yeah, first piece done. We'll move on to the second piece of the tail and just keep knocking them out. All right, piece number 2 is done. Honestly, I think this one came out probably about the same as the first one. I think it's just really hard to do this piece, which makes me nervous for some of the other pieces that have super sharp edges like this. So right here on the edge, right here, that is probably the hardest spot to do. So here's the first piece, here's the second piece. You can see the edges there, if it would focus. I did my best to wrap that around, but it's so difficult. Like I said, I didn't think that I'd be able to wait to put stuff on. I know I mentioned in the video where I took all of the pieces off that I wanted to get this double-sided tape from the store and or buy it online to put new pieces on, but this stuff is so freaking strong that I think if I just heat it up, it'll stick on there just as it did stock, because a lot of this stuff came off in full pieces, so I don't even have to worry too much about it. But yeah, so we're gonna put these on, then put the rear seat on and see how it looks. I'm super excited. I'm just gonna heat these up, stick them on, and yeah. Oh man, dude, that looks so freaking nice. Look at that. Oh man, I love it so much. There you go, you can kind of see, there you go. It's kind of like the best shot that I've gotten of that color. This gold stitching really helps bring out that kind of gold flake in the vinyl. Dude, that looks so good. I'm so happy with that. All right, now that those pieces are done, it's on to all of the other ones that are probably gonna be harder. All right, so my battery died. I think I've mentioned it before, but when I use an aftermarket battery with this camera, sometimes for whatever reason, it dies before it can save the file that it was recording. And that's what happened. So I didn't get, I didn't have this on video. But anyways, the front face is done. Let me show this to you guys. Look at this. Holy crap, guys. I'm seriously so proud of this. I think it turned out awesome. And even tucked all of this in perfectly along these edges. This is all covered up anyways with the mirror block-offs, but look at that. The back side, now the upper sides of this are visible. Look at this. Look at my freaking lines, man. Freaking tucked. Seriously, I'm so happy with this. I love how this turned out. The upper sides of the front plate are visible from the inside. Thought about painting the inside of that beforehand, but I didn't really want to do that necessarily. I might eventually do it, but for now, I'm not too worried about having some blue visible, especially because right now the wheels are still going to be blue. I think this is ready to go on. I can't wait. I wanted to postpone this and not put this on just yet until I put everything on, but look at that color. Like in the light, like the gold sheen that has. Ah, I love this color so much. Oh man, that looks good. Oh man, it looks good. It looks so good. You see where the blue is visible here? Like I said, it's not terribly visible. For now, it's fine. I might eventually change it. I am so happy. with how this looks. But I'm gonna call it there. It's getting late. This has already been like a 2 or 3 day process with all of the prep work and wrapping the pieces so far. I thought I'd give you guys my first impressions on wrapping things. It's a little bit difficult doing a motorcycle. Well, there's a couple reasons it's difficult doing a motorcycle. One, because the pieces are small, they have a lot of angles, and they're more complex than doing just flat, large panels on a car. The other reason is to do a really good wrap job, you do have to take off the fairings from the bike so you can tuck things really well. And so you have access to all the fairings. Like some of the side panels, I wouldn't be able to even access them if they were still on the bike. So you got to take them off, but that also makes it a little bit harder because then the part is moving around. You don't have it in a solid position like you do with a car to wrap it. So that makes it a little bit harder. But in some ways, it's about what I expected. In some ways, it's a little bit harder than I expected with like the corners and things like that. But overall, it's not that bad. I really think that if you're diligent and you kind of take your time doing this, that anyone could be able to do this, and it saves you a lot of money compared to taking it to an actual wrap shop to wrap your motorcycle. But overall, I'm super happy with this. In the next video, when I finish all the wrapping and we get this stuff put back on the bike, I'll probably go over like tips and stuff like that to help you guys out with your first time if you want to attempt this yourself. But if you want to check out any of the parts that I use, any of the tools, any of the vinyl, those will all be linked down in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be posting some behind the scenes stuff on my Instagram story, so make sure you follow me there at Motonosity. Remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived. You can get all my merch at motonosity.com/shop. Link in my description. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.